Hello there and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto 3. Today we'll continue on Let's Play. This is episode 25. In today's episode we are taking a look at the vehicle missions for Staunton Island, those being Multi-Story Mayhem, A Ride in the Park, and Casino Calamity. For Multi-Story Mayhem, perhaps one of the weirdest triggered missions in this entire game, there is a stallion inside of the car park. You don't get in that stallion to get the mission, instead you drive slightly outside of the car park, and then eventually the mission will trigger. What that also means is if you happen to carjack a stallion outside of the multi-story car park, you'll also end up in this mission. Hence why it's a mission most people sort of end up missing out on. But as you can see there, I ended up nicking a stallion from an old lady. Your task in this is to collect 20 checkpoints up and down the multi-story car park, and they hide them in some pretty insidious areas. I actually failed this one 3 or 4 times, I think. Basically, I'd get to 19 out of 20 and then just run out. But in this run, I actually finally managed to do it. So there are 4 or 5 Coronas on this first level, I believe. 4. You'll see they basically hide them in the corners. If you're missing one, that's usually the best place to look. There's also a really nasty one you'll see right there. They have spawned right in the middle of a taxi, so you sort of need to ram the taxi out of the way for that one. A little bit ridiculous, but there you go. But yeah, it's fairly straightforward, I guess. It's one of the easier vehicle-based missions in the game. One of the most interesting, if you ask me. It's sort of like driving a mini autocross or something like that, but yeah, it's a little bit on the irritating side when you do sort of get so close and then it's like, oh, one more checkpoint to go, but, you know, that's the way it is occasionally. Time limit is pretty fine. You shouldn't, in theory, run out of time. Once you get to this higher level, there's just checkpoints everywhere, which constantly act to boost your time, and you'll sort of see, you know, I'm instantly back up to 20 seconds. And then finally, once you come up to this mainline level, you'll see one of the Coronas is actually off the car park. It's on top of a little ramp. Hey, guess what? That's a unique stunt jump, isn't it? We found that out previously. Apparently Infernus is spawned on top of here. I didn't mention that in the stunt jumps video. Anyways, yeah. Technically, by passing this mission, you should trigger that stunt jump as well. So if you haven't done that unique stunt jump, yeah, there you go. There's a way that you can get it done, or at the very least find it. So the stallion is actually playing quick enough to tackle that unique stunt jump as well. Anyways, next up, everyone's favourite off-road side mission, A Ride in the Park, is triggered by jumping into this Landstalker, or indeed any Landstalker in this position, sort of behind this shed, I guess, in the Belleville Park area. As usual with the off-road side missions, and indeed with Multi-Story Mayhem as we just saw, your thing here is to collect a certain number of checkpoints within a time limit. In this case it's 12. Every single time you collect a checkpoint you get 10 seconds. So why is A Ride in the Park infamous? Well, I'll tell you why, brother. It's the Landstalker. It's arguably one of the worst handling cars in the GTA 3 era of games. Essentially, it's very roll prone, and that's something I did do multiple times, namely with this checkpoint right here. These two are absolute bastards. They're sort of at weird angles, which means there is a high chance the Landstalker will fall over while going for these, so do watch that. As usual, with these off-road missions, sort of as I said with Patriot Playground, just take your time, don't overdo it. The time limit is relatively reasonable. You shouldn't be that pushed for time, so just take it slow, take it easy, do your job, do it well. Don't work yourself into an issue. Just, you know, take it slow, be calculated. To be fair, riding the park sort of once you get a hang of the fact the Patriot always falls over, pretty much as soon as you've got those 3 checkpoints on that horrible tunnel section, you're basically done. Like, the rest of this is pretty piss easy, straightforward stuff. The Landstalker's relatively capable off-road, not massively, nowhere near as good as the Patriot, but it can perfectly do its own side mission, so there you go, easy 30 grand. And finally today, Casino Calamity is one of those remote control car missions. It's triggered, it's actually kind of hidden here in Torrington in the Toys in the Hood van, sort of next to Kenji's Casino, just across the street from it, and then to the left or right. One thing worth pointing out, the RC car spawns facing the van, so whatever you do, as soon as you spawn in a new RC car, do not for the love of God just accelerate, cause you'll end up going into your front tyres and blowing yourself up. Dick move, Rockstar. Dick move. Anyways, of course, as you can see, the aim of the game with this one is to blow up as many Yakuza cars as possible. The Yakuza Stinger is your target, and it's pretty straightforward. In fact, to pass this side mission, you only have to blow up one of the vehicles. So, yeah, there you go. And of course, much in the same way as Mafia Massacre and Diablo Destruction, essentially what happens is you pass the mission after destroying one car, and then next time you do the mission, you have to beat your previous score to get paid. And for each car you kill, you get an extra $1,000. There's no maximum on how much that could go up to. Well, it's something worth bearing in mind. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I would just suggest, as usual, reverse. Well, in the case of this mission, I should say, reverse as soon as you're sort of done like this. So immediately hold the square button so you reverse instead of accelerate. O button, of course, detonates the vehicle. You can drive it under the wheels. I find that's not massively effective. And if you find a group of cars, you know, sort of explode in between the two of them, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. Yeah, I don't do massively well on this one. I think I actually did better in Mafia Massacre. It's also worth pointing out, you'll see there, I very nearly killed myself, which would not have been good. But yeah, you'll see, sort of similar to the previous ones, I will say the splash damage on the RC car isn't massive, so do bear in mind, you basically need to be on top of the car to hit it. You'll see here I tried to be a bit cocky and get two of them at once, and I did indeed succeed, so there you go. Anyways, yeah, 8,000 in the bank, and that is Casino Calamity passed and done, and that is the vehicle missions for Staunton Island done. That's it, they're done, they're out of the way. Kablamo, Sublamo, done. Also, this one with shopping bags decided to apparently beat the shit out of me. Anyways, yeah, thank you all very much for watching this edition of the Grand Theft Auto 3 Let's Play. Do hope you've enjoyed. Next time, we're going to be doing our final act here on Staunton as we take a look at the Staunton Island hidden packages. Join me for that. Until then, farewell.
Uptown, downtown, speeding all around. The Naked 47 got the power and it's bound to move any mother that gets in my way. Just another power machine on the freeway. Riding with me, there's my MC homeboy. Knowing the rules ain't part of his program. Finding the right way around this map might be pretty hard, cause he's fucked on crack. G, Grand Theft Auto.